Yes.
You have a show.
Okay.
I don't have a show.
Oh, you don't have a show.
I'm not cool enough for a fucking show.
What the hell are we doing here?
We're doing a dual thing.
A dual thing. I think it's called a movie review.
The Visit. We saw The Visit tonight.
Yeah.
Let me preface this by saying this is the most cynical motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
I hate everything pretty much. Every movie that comes out, I think sucks. Pretty much, yeah.
I'm shocked that I even got him to go.
And it was a blind viewing. I've never seen. I didn't even know anything about this movie besides a kid gets put in an oven. Now, I'm Ian Slutsky, by the way. Let's preface this. I run a podcast. A Wild Podcast appears. You can check me out on SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundCloud. Just look up A Wild Podcast appears, and if this ever makes it to YouTube, we'll put a link or something there, and I'll link her to me too. We'll be linked together. Yeah, the horror movies don't scare me at all, so I don't really care about them. I think most suck. Most rely on jump scares, which scare little kids, and there was a lot of those in our theater tonight. I will point that out. This movie, not necessarily something I would think I would let my teenagers see.
What the fuck? Why is it only PG-13? I saw The Gallows. That was rated R. I will never fucking understand why.
It didn't have a shitty diaper being shoved in someone's face.
Yeah, this should not be PG-13.
It was an adult diaper, too.
His face. Just
right. It was really disgusting.
We both agree on one thing. This movie was at least entertaining for him. I thought it was fantastic. Up until the last scene, after they get into the cop car and there's this great cinematic ending, and I'm it should have just ended there. And then there's this heartwarming bullshit with the mother. And what did you have to say about it?
I said, what a twist. M. Night Shyamalan found a way to make his fucking movie suck at the very last minute. He was almost to the goal line with this thing, and then he just fumbled.
Oh, that was terrible.
Really a shitty ending. They should have ended in the cop car. It would have been perfect. And the mom and the kids were, united, and they were hugging, and it was a good, the cop car ending would have been perfect.
And the music playing, it was so perfect and so
it tied into him making fun of that very concept earlier in the movie. And it really...
This whole thing had a meta vibe too. He was poking fun at film and cinema and film snobs and critics and all of that. A
lot of film school students would probably get offended by this movie. I can see that because he really talks shit about the whole film making process, how people are very they take it too seriously.
I feel at times he was almost lecturing his critics though. So I feel maybe...
Well, do you think people see him needing to be a film school type guy? I mean, it seems
he was talking about cinematic integrity, which he... As shitty as his movies are, they're always pretty well made.
Well, you'd know more about them than me. To me, I go into them as I think I represent more of the common man. When it comes to that, I kind of just go in expecting them to have this crazy twist. When he told me to Shyamalan, I'm oh, it's going to have some sort of twist.
My first reaction on seeing the previews for this, I was who the fuck keeps giving this guy money to make movies? Why? Why? Well, and then, the previews looked funny to me. I felt bad for laughing, maybe it was inappropriate, but I'm maybe he's going comedy with it, and
I think he kind of was, really. This one wasn't very dark. I mean, it had its moments
dark humor.
Yeah.
Black humor, for sure.
Yeah, very black humor, the whole, I don't know how much we reveal on these shows, how deep you go
we already did the fucking diaper in the face.
Okay,
there will be spoilers here, obviously.
Listen, if, I don't know, forward 45 seconds ahead because I'm about to kind of give a spoiler if you don't want to hear the spoiler.
Wait, I'll give you jazz hands when it's safe to turn your volume up again.
There you go. Yeah, just mute that shit right now.
Go.
The whole twist of them not really being the kids' grandparents. You've been spending a week with these fucking psychos. That's a good twist. That one there, I didn't really see it coming. I
love a good mental patient story.
I was expecting it to kind of be more supernatural than what he was going for, and I like how he kept it very it could be a real situation. Those aren't your grandparents, kids. Get the fuck out of there. They're fucking psychos. Oh, and you were right about the cop. He's really a lazy guy named Jerry who don't fucking show up to work or answer the phone. So
fucking what'd she say? Fucking podunk or something? Fucking Hicktown?
The one cop don't answer. Okay, we're back. Yeah.
Fucking we're from a Hicktown, so I totally understand the cop thing.
Oh yeah,
you're probably confused right now if you muted.
Right. Well, you can listen to this. If you want to hear about Hicktown, I've definitely talked about that on the podcast before.
This movie was just funny to me. Like
I was laughing pretty much the
and
entire time.
it wasn't like normal, like The Happening funny, where you're like, oh my god, this is so fucking stupid.
No,
it's
definitely
hilarious.
not the type of movie where you're like, oh god, this train wreck of a movie, but I'm laughing because it's so bad. No, it was legitimately had a humorous tone to the whole movie.
Yeah, it was purposeful
Very humorous.
and very entertaining, and
Yeah, honestly, I'd say one of the M. Night's best movies in fucking years,
Long
really.
time.
I don't know when you consider his last good movie. Some people like Signs. I thought it was lame, you know. I think Unbreakable was the last one that I really thought was anything decent.
which at the time really got panned, and then as time has gone on.
I mean, I've never even seen The Sixth Sense. I'm not going to lie to you about that.
What?
Because I already knew the twist
I saw
before
it in
I even went in.
theaters.
Well, and it was out in theaters in 2 days, and people were like,
Oh, I
see
never.
dead people.
Yeah.
I see dead people. And you're like, okay,
Dude, I
what's
didn't,
that
I
from?
begged my parents to take me on opening
Oh,
night.
there you go,
and
see.
Fucking, I didn't know anything, and even at the end, I didn't get it for a while, because I was a fucking kid. And I'm
Right.
like, oh.
Well, I've never seen it, but I do know the premise, and I would honestly
The
say
Village.
I like The Village, and a lot of people
I did
hated
too.
that
I
movie.
love The Village.
So I'd consider that probably his last good one. The Happening, I think everyone can agree, shouldn't have happened.
So bad.
Period.
So
Like, that
bad.
movie should not have had a happening. It was terrible.
Well, in this one, it's so, like, I'm rooting for M. Night to make a comeback, and in this one, it seems like he finally got that stick out of his ass of taking himself so seriously.
Well, even like being the producer on Devil, you could tell he was taking that like way too fucking seriously for what the movie is about. You know.
This one was like, hey, I've learned to have fun with it, and even like, you know,
Right.
just calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
and,
let me poke at you snobs.
and entertain. Like, I
Definitely didn't know anything about it. As I said, I went in, I was entertained the whole time. There was never a moment where I was like, this movie, except for that very last little clip where I was like, this
Fuck
movie
that last clip.
would be a complete waste of my time and my money. I would probably, you know, knowing the twist to it now, I don't know if I'd see it again necessarily, but
Dude,
I kind of.
I want to dress up like the old lady from Halloween. Like, I want to dress up like her and put white powder on my face and eat cookies all night.
Yes.
Like, Yahtzee!
This old lady.
Yahtzee!
This old lady was amazing in this movie.
Oh my gosh, she was incredible.
And she was definitely a great actress. Even I don't know if she did her own stunt work, probably not, like the crawling around and stuff. She was amazing though. She
Ew.
played a crazy old lady. And 1 minute you believe that she could be your own grandmother,
Oh, she's so endearing.
and the next minute
hug.
you can believe that she doesn't even know what a human being
The next
is.
minute you want to fucking cut a bitch.
Yeah,
Like, she's scary.
She's running around like a wild animal and saying she's got the deep darkies and
Standing outside your door with a fucking knife. I'm like, Pop, I don't want to go there because that's like the one thing that actually scared me in the movie.
didn't have any legitimate scares. You know, obviously, I put myself in a lot of those situations and go, I just punch the fuck out of that old dude till he's dead. But
Hey, so one thing that like horror movies all have is like that horror movie logic.
yeah,
You know, like, oh, there's a strange noise, let's go outside and investigate, or people make fucking terrible decisions.
yeah, these kids were pretty smart.
Yeah, I feel like they did okay.
Should we open the door? Fuck no. You do that
Right?
shit? Okay. Well, just
Right?
take a peek.
Like-
Then you take a peek and see the old lady running towards the door.
When-
Nope. Shut. Locked. Done with that.
Like, yeah,
Fuck
we
that.
actually like need to get the fuck out of here now. Like,
Or like, let's see what's going on. Let's leave a camera in a hidden place, which didn't necessarily work out, but the fact that that is a good idea. Like, let's try to survey the situation.
and when, you know, time came to like sink or swim, those kids kind of kicked some ass.
Yeah, I felt like they should have gotten out right when they talked to their mom. Just ran the fuck away, but
Yeah.
they stuck around.
Yeah, that was like a little bit of horror movie logic there.
Right.
Or like, oh, I'm gonna go recharge my camera battery. You stay here.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
You,
no, that was
one
horror movie
13-year-old
logic. Fuck
boy,
that.
stay here with these two crazy people while I go and investigate the basement where they told us not to go.
After they've told you, like, both of these crazy old people have been like, it all ends tonight.
Yeah, it ends tonight. Don't go in the fucking basement. That's our, like, main rule. You know, the guy shitting his pants playing Yahtzee. Like, come the fuck on.
It's so gross.
Right. Then the old lady just started shoving cookies in her mouth. Like, nothing ever
God, I love
happened.
her.
Yeah, she was
I might
amazing.
do that for Halloween.
I wasn't
really
the old guy was alright. He wasn't as crazy as her. She really was she was the star of the movie, which was funny because they alluded when the younger girls filming this documentary real pretentiously. But she's like, you're the star of my movie, Grandma. The old lady was the star of the movie.
She was. And
Like, that is
I
legit.
feel like it kind of works for the older guy because you don't really see his craziness coming. Like, he kind
That
of
is
flies under the
true.
radar.
He's the one the kids tend to go to when shit's hitting the fan. Like, Pop, Nana is crazy. She's acting crazy. And, he's got the shotgun in his mouth. Like, oh, I'll be right there. I'm just cleaning it.
I'm just cleaning it. I promise. I'm just cleaning it.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no.
I think it's definitely worth the money. Even if you
Would
wait
you
till it
pay to
goes,
see it?
I probably would. Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't pay. We snuck in through the exit of the movie theater.
I get passes because I'm fucking baller like
She gets
that.
hooked up, and since I'm a cynical douche, I get to see movies that I wouldn't pay to go see normally. I was even gonna be down on the new Mad Max till I saw it, and then I love it.
Yeah, how amazing was that? Like, let's not even go there because I can spend like an hour talking about how.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to do a joint podcast on that for sure. Maybe I'll get you on the
let's do
actual.
101 reasons why Mad Max Fury Road kicked every other movie's ass this year.
You're right, and we could probably do a 3-parter on that
Right?
one with 101 each time because that movie is amazing. And that shows because I hate remakes. I think they're automatically.
It wasn't a remake though.
Well, I know, but it's like
sequel.
It's like a sequel after the fact. It's like if you heard that, like, I don't fucking even have a movie like the new Terminator sequel didn't carry the same weight to it that Mad Max did.
I enjoyed the new Terminator, but it was messy.
Well, plus, if you're gonna make a movie like 20 years after the last one that you made, there's a lot of pressure when you're the director of Mad Max.
For sure.
Don't fuck it up because your fan base is rabid. And I know everyone says that, but imagine if they fucked up a Doctor Who movie. That's the reaction of Mad.
That would be the end of the fucking world.
At least with a movie like The Visit here, there was no expectations.
Well, we were all expecting it to be bad.
Yeah.
I think the big question with this one is, did M. Night redeem himself?
Maybe not all the way. He's still got a ways to go, but he's definitely coming out swinging.
Yes.
He's on an upward trend with this one. Let's hope that his next movie. Let's hope his next movie continues on with the same sort of humorous black comedy because he might have found his niche. Definitely more of a gross out movie. There wasn't even that much violence. There was maybe one spot where there were 2 spots where I saw blood at all in the whole movie. Which
was, good. Like,
more effective that way.
It was effective. And the shitty diaper,
the shitty diaper was really gross.
Ew.
Yeah. I mean, even when they showed dead people, it wasn't. I mean, maybe that's why I got the PG-13.
And the kids in the theater, screamed for the dead people. I was like, what did you think was under there? Duh.
She screamed at one point.
Dude, I did. I did. That shit was
She got scared.
That shit was scary. If I
So there you go. That's an endorsement of this film. Right?
If I saw it, I don't want to spoil it because it actually scared me. It was good. It was a great jump scare.
Just take that as a clue that you should probably go see this movie. It's really, I say you owe it to yourself to go see it. Formulate your own opinion. That's what my podcast is about, or you don't know. That's what my podcast is about. But you'll learn if you go to my podcast site. Right, I gotta plug myself here. But you definitely should go see this. Formulate your own opinion, but I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised because I was, and I hate everything.
And me, I'm a horror nut, and I know I'm biased because I'm totally rooting for M. Night to make a good comeback because he's got the right tools to put together a good movie. It's a matter of making it all come to, if that makes sense.
It really does. He just doesn't know how to use the tools he has. Paranormal Activity up in this house.
Dude, what the fuck?
There you go. What a twist, M. Night.
You just saw I'm gonna call Ghost Adventures. Zach Baggins is a ghost in my house. Has to be a ghost. Something made a weird noise. I'm
gonna call the all-female Ghostbusters to come out here.
Bitch, yes! I am so excited for Ghostbusters.
I don't know, just the premise, just that premise alone sounds like a cheap porno.
Yeah, I think there might be a bee in here. There's a lot of bees in here for some reason.
Your house is fucking scary. It's full of spiders and bees. I don't like it here.
Well, no, ghosts and shit. You could do my dishes,
I would be more worried about the fucking bees than the ghosts. I never had a ghost fucking sting me.
All right, we got way off topic.
We did.
The Visit. I would
Check
go see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't really wait till it's on Redbox or something. I'd go see it in the theater.
I wouldn't give it 2 thumbs up, but probably 1, and maybe kind of flick the other one up and down rapidly, if that counts for anything.
Oh wait, can I talk about the little boy real quick?
Yeah, Vanilla Ice Jr.
I love him. I want one.
T Diamond Stylist, wasn't that his name?
Yeah. I'm gonna call him T Dog.
T-Dog, yeah, that's who he reminded me of.
T-Dog was the shit. What are you doing? This is how children play.
Yeah, throwing the ball up, running around, and he busted out some really terrible rhymes, but they
It was funny.
kind of reminded me of the less talented Vanilla Ice, so he could become a juggalo.
The shit he
and
says
run
in
that.
this movie.
He says
fucking
ho
slayed me.
a lot. At the end of his rap, he's like, ho,
Ho.
the visit is the shizzit, go see zizzit.
Ho. Alright, so that's been our very, scattered review of The Visit. We both pretty much recommend it, and this guy's a total dick, so.
Yeah, now you know about how my podcasts go. I'll probably get her on there sometimes. If you like the show, check it out. Check me out if you like to hear me ramble on, talk about any topic. So, yeah.
And we've already decided we're going to go see Turbo Kid next week if it's still in the theater.
I mean, if not, we'll probably just Netflix it or something. But
we'll get something else.
We'll give you our impression on it. I'd like to get her reviews on Kung Fury. I know that a lot of people it's probably overplayed at this point. I like it though. So we'll do a lot more of these.
Awesome.
All right.
You guys take care.
Catch you next time, folks.
Turn this fucking thing off. Yahtzee!